Can you hear me?
Here we are again.
Can everybody hear me today and see me and all that?
All the good stuff. It seems like it.
Okay, I hope so. Anyway, today we've got all the tooling done. We've got all our parts put together and buck stitched and cemented on. So today we're going to actually oil this thing and put a coat of resist on it and antique it. If we have time after that, if the antique dries and everything, we'll put a coat of finish on it. And then next week, or next session, which will be Friday, I believe,
Yep.
if I'm correct, we will put our hardware on it. I've already located the hardware on this and punched the holes in it, but I will show you how I did that on Friday. So anyway, let's get started. What do you say?
Okay.
Okay, I've got just some pure neat's foot oil here. You can use any kind of oil that you want. I would suggest not use motor oil or anything like that.
No, not motor oil.
No.
Huh.
But you can use olive oil, canola oil, several different products. I just want to put a light coat on here. I don't want to overdo it. I'm just adding a little bit of color and a little bit of lubrication to this deal. A lot of people say, oh, I don't like to oil my leather, but if you're using vegetable tan leather, the tanning process pretty much takes all of the lubricants out of the leather. So all the fibers, when they rub together, they'll wear themselves out and actually break. So I like to put a little oil back in it.
Good morning to everybody. Blake says, "Yay! It's Wednesday stream." Haven't seen our Queensland fan yet. I'm sure he'll check in before long. Don't lock your door, Denny. So we don't have any unwelcome visitors.
Yeah. I always like it when I oil. Gives a little color
Yeah.
to the leather.
What happened there?
That's one of the holes. That's where one of the bag feet's going to go.
Oh, I see.
I hope you do.
There's another one over here.
Yeah.
And another one up there.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here.
Got it.
And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. That way you can stand it on its end, you can lay it on its back, or you can lay it on its side.
Very good. Set it any way you want to. Show it off.
Yes. I'm gonna turn this around.
Yeah, you can kind of see those holes on screen too, now that I went to the right place. Hello, Mama T Threads. You heard of her before, haven't you?
I don't think
Mama
so.
T?
Oh, yes. I have. I believe I know who Mama T is.
Yeah.
Is she watching?
She said, "Hi, beautiful people." So I would assume so. At least listening.
She's usually here on Wednesdays, but they've been having her work.
I think she's going to be in the afternoons now, but a little bit of a time scheduling change. You know, we have one department, which is a receiving department. One of those people moved to Colorado, And then we moved somebody else over there, and then they moved to Colorado. And then in our shipping department, the second person that had moved to receiving was in shipping, so we lost them altogether. Then lost another shipping person altogether.
So we're running sort of a skeleton crew.
Well, in two of our most important departments, receiving goods and then shipping goods. We've lost quite a bit of people in those areas. So I think we're finally shipping orders from the 28th of the 29th, trying to get back on track. I haven't sat at my desk all week this week, Denny.
Well, because you've been doing...
Monday we weren't here. Yesterday I folded patterns for people that had ordered patterns, and then we had a bunch on retail that were just had the names on the wall, but no product. Packaged up like 50,000 different rivets of different size and shapes and colors. So I need to do other hardware today. Get that ready so that the gatherers can gather up the items.
Well, all I can say is that's pretty much kept you out of other trouble.
I wouldn't go that far. I just found new trouble in different areas.
See. You just went real fast doing the new trouble and you got back to your old trouble anyway?
No, I just took my old trouble to the new place.
Uh-huh.
And then continued on.
All right, let's turn this over and see what it looks like. That's pretty even. I don't see any real dark spots
No,
or real light
Nope.
spots. Do you?
I don't.
About up here. I think
That
I'll
all
put-
looks-
I'm gonna put a little bit more.
Right in this area?
Yeah.
Yeah. Meyer was on YouTube. Now Meyer's on Twitch. Got 12 people watching on Facebook. 12 people watching on YouTube, 6 people on Twitch, and nobody on Facebook.
Okay, well, I'll set this aside.
That's our insights for today. Invite a friend. Or two.
Sounds like a Race Brothers commercial.
All right.
You
That's a
remember
very
those?
That's a very localized statement, Denny. I don't know.
You-
I think Race Brothers is just Springfield specific, isn't it? Or
Well,
maybe
and
Southwest
Joplin,
Missouri.
I believe, Joplin. Yeah.
Okay. Southwest
But he
Missouri.
always, in his advertisements, he always says, "Tell a friend." Tell a friend.
Maybe that's where I got it from. Am I stealing other people's marketing?
I think so.
Dadgummit. Here I was trying to stay out of trouble on video, and it can't happen.
You're in trouble.
Got called out by Denny, nonetheless.
I missed something.
Well, just a little. It's soaked in real quick right there. I felt it was going to be light already, so I wanted you to hit that again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll do the edges and then I'll come back and look at the top again.
No, it's not true that trouble follows me. I bring the trouble. I just am it. No following required. Well, how was your Labor Day weekend?
It went well. It went well. I finished up the installation for my air conditioner.
Right.
And found out that I'd completely screwed up.
Very good. Well,
Because when I ordered this thing,
yeah.
I ordered it online, and for someone like me, online you can get fooled pretty easy.
Yeah.
They gave me a choice of 12 volt and 24 volt,
Yeah.
which I didn't realize.
Oh,
You had to click the box you wanted. I didn't even see that box.
I was surprised it let you put it in the cart if you couldn't select a box.
Well, it
Or
was
if you
already
did-
selected.
Oh, I see. It was pre-selected.
Yes. and
It didn't start with
I
choosing-
didn't unselect it.
I see.
Anyway, I ended up with a 24 volt unit. So now, and it's already installed, everything's caulked in and glued in place pretty much. So I called the company, or I emailed them, believe it or not, I
Emailed?
emailed them.
You ordered online and emailed the company.
Emailed them because there's no phone number to call them by. But they told me, well, sorry, that's what you ordered. We have it right here, that's what you ordered. But you can still use this unit, but you will have to buy
A converter.
a converter, which is about 180 bucks. But
You didn't want to take it out and just recock another one in?
no.
Okay.
Hey, I'm old. It's rough climbing up and down, up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
So
You got my
no,
phone
I
number to do any climbing up and down?
Would you come over and climb for me?
I might have, depending on what time of day it was.
If I'd have known that, you'd have been called.
Yeah, I went to a concert on Saturday, so.
Oh, did you? You saw not asleep at the wheel.
I wasn't even asleep at the wheel. I was awake the whole time.
Who was it you saw?
Well, there was five acts that were there.
The Turnpike Troubadours.
Turnpike Troubadours and also Treaty Oak Revival. But then there was a few other people that were there also. Shelby Stone, Bottomland, and Tyler Halverson.
Was it a pretty good show?
It was long. It started at 3:30, and we left at about 10:30. We went out for the last couple songs so we could get ahead of traffic, and that was just fine. It was pretty peachy.
Pretty peachy,
Yeah.
huh? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
Dean, I don't think lack of viewers has to do with the project. We've been pretty low on viewers for the last year and a half or so.
Okay, now I've got the original back over here. This is the bottom of the case, by the way. And I'm all oiled. And it'd be nice to let this set for a day or so before I put the resist on, but I'm not going to. It'll still work well.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use some RTC resist. And I'm going to put a pair of gloves on to do this with.
Have you ever sprayed that before, RTC?
No, I never have.
I wouldn't start with this project for the first time.
I don't plan on it.
Okay. You can spray it though. It is I've seen people do it. Me personally, I have not.
You kind of mix this up a little.
You give it a little shake. So did you get you a converter ordered then?
I haven't yet, but I plan to. Got to do it on Amazon. I might need to have you help me get back on Amazon. I was on Amazon once, but when my debit card got compromised, they issued me a new card,
Yeah.
and I have yet to get that to where they will take my new card.
I got you. Well, I can probably help out with that.
I'm gonna make sure I get this resisted really well.
I think that's a good a good point that Zach made. He's not here necessarily for the guitar case, but tooling and the other elements of leather construction are all done right here in this project.
Yep.
How do you put it together? It may not be this your project you're doing, but you can do tooling and construction of a project. Where do you feather an edge? Where do you do a fold over?
Yep.
How do you stiffen up a project? How do you lace? What's buck stitching? There's all sorts of things.
Yeah, everything is basic.
Yeah, but I don't think that the viewership is down just because of the guitar case. I looked back through all of this year's videos, and there was just 4 or 5 that had over 1,000 total views. Not even live, just total views, period. So. That's why I want to start. That's why I want to try to dye some leather with my lunch products. What I brought for lunch: ketchup, honey mustard salad dressing, barbecue sauce. Smash up some red grapes. See, you're already laughing. You're already entertained. That's what's going to bring the crowd in.
I am entertained.
Yeah. See. See what I did right there? I brought in an entertainment factor of what can happen to
of crushed grapes.
Yeah. Dyeing your leather with crushed grapes. Or oranges.
Yeah. I may
we
be
did
wrong,
like
but
3 whole days of tooling. We did Thursdays of tooling. We talked about each tool when we did the tooling. I'm not sure what video you missed, but I can tell them to you again if you want. Shredded wheat from Sergey. Posted the link whenever we were doing that in the live chat. I just don't know how to help you sometimes, Dean. The Sergey tool is number 54. That's that. What bevelers do you use, Denny?
The ones I use a steep checker beveler.
You know the number on it?
No, I've got 2 different bevelers that I use that are Barry King's. He doesn't number his.
Yeah.
One's about a 1/4 inch wide. Another's about an 1/8 inch wide. Then I also use a wider one sometimes on real long sweeping lines, but I don't know the numbers on them.
Yeah. There's so many elements that anyone from beginner to expert can take away from watching the process, and seeing someone else do something might make a little spark. And I mean, we've made mistakes on this project that we've had to go back and how do we recover from it? Why do you use one resist over another? Why do you like RTC? Because
It does a
QuickShine
good-
changed their product and it sucks now?
Yeah, I used to use the Masters QuickShine for a resist and a top coat. And they changed the recipe and it stays tacky. For me, it does. I can't get it to dry out. So I use RTC, which seems to work real well. I've got to wipe it on as opposed to spray it on, but
Yeah, did you get all the way on your border there? Sorry. It just didn't look like it had been hit. Sorry if you'd already done it. Don't let me get you in trouble.
it didn't hurt to go back over it if I did do it. When you've got a lot of tooling like this, you got to take pretty good care that you get it down into all the crevices. And
William, if there's tools from Sergey that you want that aren't on our website, let me know and we can special order it through ours. We haven't had anything that I know of yet stopped from Sergey. I got stuff last month from him. Oh, which reminds me, I need to measure out our key on our belt roller so I can send him that information.
I need to make a sample of that southwestern belt. That one that's hanging, wherever it's hanging over there.
Yeah,
See if you can get a roll made for that. I like that. I think that.
I can do her. I can
that
probably
would-
just take a picture of it, and I'll just put paper
Okay.
at the 9-inch marks.
Yeah.
I need to get these other ones done too, first. I gotta get in the size of the keyhole that goes on there.
I don't know where the R&D boys are today.
They both seem to be off. Oh, you're fine, Dean. I'm not arguing with you.
Dean,
I'm just trying to say that we did 3 videos of tooling. I'm not sure how you missed it. We sat right over on the other table and did some tooling. We did what, 2 Thursdays of tooling, and then I think we did 2 Wednesdays of tooling, or maybe a
Yeah.
Friday of tooling.
You know, every part of the tooling process might not have been on there, but you go back and look at the...
It was on the one Thursday that we did. You did everything. You did a whole flower.
Yeah.
You did backgrounding, and then you did basket weaving, and then we talked about mashing it down. And maybe that didn't get taken off with Twitch and put onto YouTube. I don't know. Is Denny getting fuzzy on the resist pad? On the back side of it, there was some fuzzies in it. Also, Chevy, why are you on YouTube? Is it supposed to soak in that fast? Seems like it would make it dry faster if it soaks in that fast.
It soaks in. It depends on the part of the leather that I'm doing. Like the background areas, it really soaks in those because the grain is actually broken. All the cuts and stuff, it'll soak into those a lot faster. Main thing, I just want to make sure I get every little bit covered. So I might be going over this 2 or 3 times, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm not going to use this RTC for a top coat though. I'm going to use some leather sheen, which is a spray on.
The fuzzies that he's getting are mostly where it catches on the edges up here. It's not so much in the tooling at all. You
If
may
I
be
end
able
up
to
with fuzzies, I'll burn them off later.
burn them off later. I understand, Dean, you're trying to help point out the viewership. I did ask, and that's some very valid points. I was just trying to say it extends further than the guitar video, mostly throughout the year. But we've done a lot of crafting stuff and not a lot of education stuff. I think we talked about Don's glue video. That was very informative of the different glues that he uses in his shop and how they act differently and what their holds are. That's some good information that people can pull some knowledge from. So I think that's a part of our video stuff that we need to do a little bit more.
Yeah, that just-
And entertainment factors. I can be pretty entertaining. You know, like
Let me turn.
dyeing leather with my lunch.
That's called lunch dye.
Yeah. I wonder where our sign went to say we were in a video.
The people trying to get in.
Old Rick was. Maybe somebody threw your paper went away. I don't see it. Use a different door. Seats taken. Can't sit here. You ever see Forrest Gump, Denny?
Yes, I did.
You kind of lived that Vietnam era, though, didn't you, too? No, Dean, you don't have to go to room 102. You're not in timeout. Chevy said when he tried RTC, he ended up with a ton of fuzzies left, like it was cemented in.
Well, hope that doesn't happen. I've been using it for
I
a
think-
while, and I really haven't had.
I mean, I think spraying it would get away from that. I'd try a little test project of spraying the RTC on with your compressorless air gun, or a compressor air gun if you got that. See how it works out. Zach said he grew up watching his dad build saddles over the years. But now that I'm torturing leather, it's been nice and see some refreshers as he's retired from the saddle making. Zach, did you see our summer of saddle videos last year that we did? How long will you let the heavy coat of RTC like that dry before applying the ANT?
Till it's not tacky.
Yeah.
Hopefully, by the time I get to the other part of this, the other part resisted, this part will be ready to antique. We'll see. I might have to put a hairdryer on it for a little while.
How do you feel, Denny, if we tool up some coasters kind of the same way over and over, maybe like your novice one? We don't have to do video of tooling the coasters, but then do the RTC, do a quick shine, all the different resist, the Phoebing's Pro resist,
Yeah.
and then just see how they act differently. What do you think of that?
That's fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's easier for us because we have all the chemicals at our hand. We can go pull it off of retail and do the testing for you, and
Yeah.
then you can make your decision from that, and we can answer on, how it looks, how it acted one way or the other. Might be beneficial. I think some of the ways that you apply it, it's just trial and error. See what works best for you. And when we do that video of the resist, maybe we'll apply it in all different sorts of type of ways.
Yeah.
That's also the benefit of doing the live videos. We can do things, and then you're able to comment, oh, what if you did it this way? What if you did it that way? And we can usually give it a go.
I just want to make sure I get it in this crack good.
As Zach said, I've watched the Summer of the Saddles, from end to end 3 times. I guess
Cool.
that means we're not annoying. Or maybe he just watches it on mute.
Maybe he can't get his
He
thing
just
turned
can't get-
off or something.
It's like the tapes used to get stuck in the VCR.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you had to watch. Poor Zach. The only thing is YouTube will play.
All right.
I'm not sure what William was saying that was a good idea too, but I appreciate him saying that we had a good idea for something. Any chance this will be for sale or a future class? The guitar case ballpark patterns will be for sale. I know Ryan's working on the ballpark patterns for the, what'd you call that, just a western saddle or roping?
It's just a western saddle.
Ballpark patterns for a western saddle. I know he's working on them. That's about a year late compared to we've already been done with the video for a year, the series with it. So hopefully we can get this one done quicker and get the saddle. It's harder to get those patterns, those what you drew, and then get it into a digital form. I guess we could just send it off to somebody with a large scale scanner. Oh, Zach said he watches it on purpose. Not that it's VCR stuff. So that's even better news. He didn't, however, say that he watched it with the sound on. He just said he watches it. Hey, Edward. So, I don't... Would you do this as a class?
A guitar case?
Yeah.
No. It would be very, very hard. Especially if they wanted to tool it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm doing a saddle making class, and that's an involved deal.
Right now, like, that's your big class in the winter to the spring is doing that saddle
Yeah.
one. We fell back into that last year, and you enjoyed doing it, so you opened it up again, and
Well,
lo and behold, you filled up the class again.
yeah, I always have people asking me to do that, you know, and obviously someone's asking about a class for this, but
I think the
I don't
time
know,
right
I've
now
never
for,
thought about it.
like, this is the summertime, and we get to the time of the winter, we got the crazy days in November, so that takes up a lot more of time, and there's a lot of stuff going around the shop area. So like this online class type of thing, yeah, we didn't really go over all the basic instruction of putting the stuff together. We did it. You know, you did that of using the Bontex, cutting out the Kydex, making your gussets. Like, we went over all how to get that.
Yeah, we
The
haven't
extra
done
parts,
it
the extra parts is the tooling, or maybe you don't even, maybe you didn't even, maybe you're not using veg tan. So you could use this as a reference if you got the pattern. When we get the pattern for
Well,
sale.
it's like the saddle patterns, those ballpark patterns.
Yep.
Uh, In reality, I guess they're useful in a way, but they're useless in a way too, because every saddle tree that you try to put them on is going to be different, and those ballpark patterns are going to have to be altered every time.
It gets you in a general area, and I think the video gets you in a general area too with the saddle. Like that gets you in a general spot.
Yeah.
But
And-
nobody's gonna make nobody should be making a saddle as their first leather project
Yeah.
without
Well-
some hands-on guidance.
And it's like for this guitar case, the first thing that's going to happen is someone's going to say, okay, I want to make one, but I have a stand-up bass that I want to make it for.
Sure, you're gonna need more
You know?
leather.
Well, sure, and I've never made one of those before. You know,
You gotta find some ingenuity.
I mean, construction is all basic. You have to retrofit everything that you do.
Yeah, we're not a car manufacturer that's working on an assembly line.
Well, yeah, if you're the only way I could do that is if everybody did exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
But no one's going to want to do that. My saddle classes, I always tell everybody, your first saddle you shouldn't try to tool. And everybody says, I know, but I want to tool mine. You know, I mean, that's a standard
Yeah.
thing that I hear. So I say, okay, if you want to tool it at home. And they're always say, well, I sure wish I would have done this or that. Well, yeah, if you would have listened to me.
Remember that part where I said you shouldn't tool your first saddle?
Yeah.
Keep it plain. See where you need to make tweaks and
Yeah,
fix the way that you do stuff. Otherwise, you're gonna be mashing your tooling all around, and it's gonna.
Learn the basic mechanics of something, and then try to make it fancy. You know.
You're saying that some home builders, when they build their first home, isn't a multi-million-dollar home? You don't
Oh, yeah.
think?
Yeah.
You think they start small, or they just like, no, I'm making a
Well, the
multi.
first one, yeah, it cost several $1 million.
Just sink a few $1 million into
Yeah.
your first home you're ever building. Good luck. Hey, Omar. Let's start with Blake's question. Blake says, so if you didn't do veg tan, like if you did crocodile, would you just glue it down?
Sure.
Yeah,
That's what
you-
I did with this.
Yep. You would skip the whole tooling process and you would just glue it. You would have to do your edges. It would be really hard to do a rolled edge like you did here. A rolled edge with crocodile.
Yeah, well, it just depends on, yeah, you would have to make allowances for whatever material you're using. But, you know, the other case that I did, this one over here, is with a shrunken buffalo. It's a completely different material than what this is. Forgot to do the edge of this.
Okay, and then we can do both of these questions because they're referring back to the saddle video. Zach has to ask this question. He says, during the saddle series, Denny, did you recover the swells after the initial one? It looked like the lacing was a bit different from one
I
episode
did
to the
not.
next.
That was the original. That was the first one. The only one.
Yeah, you just did the swells once.
The only thing that I redid was the fenders.
Yeah, the fenders. We scrapped the fenders and made them into a lamp and redid them. But I think the horn covering was the same. I don't think we redid it. And then Rattlesnake says, on skirts, saddle skirts, which way do you think is the right way to lay the shearling head?
The reason that it's important to lay it in a certain direction is because if you put it in the wrong direction, your saddle pad is likely to slip and squirt out the back of the saddle. So you want the grain of the hair to face towards the front of the saddle. So you want the butt of the hide to be towards the front of the saddle. That way the grain is facing forward, and your pad will grip against that. So that is an important question.
I think we did talk about it whenever we did the skirts. I think we did.
And a lot of people will say, well, I can't get a sheepskin that's big enough to do that. Well, you might have to piece your sheepskin, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But I didn't have to in the saddle class, so I didn't go through how to do that. Maybe I could do that one day too.
What's that?
How to piece a piece of sheepskin for your saddle lining.
Yeah, no, because we took that one little used saddle apart and redid it. What did we call that?
Well, we used acrylic on it, didn't we?
Yeah. What did we call that video though?
I don't know, saddle repair.
Maybe it was saddle repair or something like that. We took that sucker down to the tree. As far as like finishing the edge of crocodile or finishing the edge of anything, you can finish the edge of this any way you want to. You just got to make that allowance, and that's where you add in. That's where we're talking about. There's just different things we do in videos that the construction process could be used in a different project. The basic premise is going to be the same. You can do whatever you want to and finish the edge however you want to. You can paint the edge if you wanted to and not roll it over.
Edges depend entirely on the tannage of the certain piece of material that you're using. You might get a piece of crocodile that's tanned in a way that makes it really soft and pliable.
And you can roll it.
If you do, then you could roll the edge. But if it's real stiff and boardy, you try to roll the edge, it's going to crack and break.
Or maybe it's all smooth leather, and then just your part down here you have an inlay. The buffalo case you did an inlay on it. And you're like, well, how do I do that inlay? Well, watch the inlay video of Liz doing inlays and incorporate the inlay part into the part of the saddle. Or saddle. Part of the guitar case. Good grief.
You're getting rid of some fuzzies here.
Oh, Rattlesnake said, I missed everything you said. I lost reception when I'm moving cows.
Well,
Let us know when you got good reception. You'll have to pause on moving cows. But the basic premise is the butt of the shearling goes towards the head part of your saddle.
yeah, the front of the saddle.
That way that your saddle pad doesn't shoot out the back. It's gripping it as you're riding.
Yeah. Well, the grain of the hair always goes from the front. It's just like you. The grain of your hair goes from your forehead towards the back, right? So the grain of a sheep hide goes from the head of the sheep towards the butt.
And you want the grain to run opposite.
Yes, you want the grain of the hair to be facing forward.
Because when you're riding along, the saddle's always trying to scoot them backwards, or when it's popping up and down, it's going to try to run it out. And if your saddle pad is running forward, it's going to hit the withers and it's going to stop moving. It's not going to let it.
It won't ever want to go forward.
Right.
It'll want to go backwards.
Dean said, butt to head. Got to remember that.
Yeah, butthead. Just remember butthead. Butthead. That's the answer.
There's how you. Just don't get your butt and your head in the wrong place. You want the horse's head, not the sheep's head.
Okay.
Sewing pieces of sheepskin together to get it big enough is acceptable. Just watch that you're not leaving lumps.
Yeah, don't do it under, do it towards the back or the front, preferably towards the back. Make it so that the seam ends at the top of the skirt and the bottom of the skirt and not at the ends, because the ends are visible. The top and the bottom of the skirt is not so visible. And if you keep it way back or way forward, you'll keep it off the bars themselves. You'll be off the end of the tree, which won't make a lump. Okay. Time to antique, folks.
We've covered a lot in this video of guitars.
You feel this and see
Okay,
if it feels taffy to you.
I'd let it wait a minute. There's still some places that feel.
Let me dry it.
There's just some places that feel a little bit colder and a little pull against my hands a little bit. Shorts on. I mean, they might be pink shorts, but I got shorts on.
We're all glad of that.
My daughter dressed in. She said you should dress like cotton candy today, so I did. I like that better. Unless you need a potty break, and then we can
I
wait.
think it's ready.
Rattlesnake's got a couple cows in this bunch that he'd like to tan and beat them with a stamp. Oh, they started jumping the fence.
I've got an old Western Horseman calendar, and one of them was, there was a city guy and a cowboy sitting there at the corral watching the cows inside, and the cowboy is saying to the city guy, the little scrawny guy, nerdy looking guy, and he says, if you want to get in there and help us work these cows, you'll know why we eat them. I thought that was pretty good. All right.
Do you care if I slide? Well, no, you're good. I'll use this camera.
We'd like to find out if resist works well enough.
Yeah, we just made a bold move right here.
Well, worst comes to worst, I'll dye this thing black. And that's the antique that I'm using, is black antique paste by Phoebe. Doing this, you want to make sure you work it down into all your little cuts and tool impressions. If you don't, you'll end up with little spots there that stand out like a sore thumb.
I had a sore thumb once.
Did it stand out?
Yeah, it still kind of stands out because I sliced it with a knife. Because it's got a scar on it now. That's okay. Is that black? Is that what you...
It is black. I got a feeling I might need more. Another.
Do I need to go out and get you another can of it?
Yeah, if you would.
Let me run to retail, and by run I mean I'm going to walk with a brisk pace.
Okay.
I'm not actually going to run.
Okay. Now I'm going to start wiping this stuff off. And I'm just going to use a piece of paper towel, fold it, and just start wiping off the excess. Piece of towel gets full of stuff, fold it, get a new surface, throw it away, or whatever. This is a big piece, so I'm going to take a lot of paper towels, and that's a little bit wasteful, but I haven't found a better way to do it. Keep wiping, and you don't want to scrub this stuff off, because if you scrub it, you'll get it out of the impressions, and that's where you want the antique to stay.
How's it going?
Hey Liz,
Ooh,
we're antiquing.
it's the scary part.
Yes, it is. That's what I said. Now we'll find out if my resist worked or not. I think it worked pretty well. You just want to keep wiping until your rag stops being black like this. Tony went to get me another can of antique. I didn't think I had enough.
You got a lot of surface area there to go.
Yes.
Somebody asked what brand of paper towel. Do you have a preference?
White is what I use.
I think we
I
have
don't-
like Brawny here or something.
Is that what we have?
I think so. I think we get it from like Sam's Club, guys. Brawny paper towels.
There, hello.
Thank you.
That resisted quite nicely.
Yes.
We don't have to dye it black.
Not yet.
There's still time.
All right, back to my Angelus labeling.
Okay.
Good
Somebody
to
let
see you,
you in?
Liz.
Would you,
No, I just came through this way,
oh,
and then I stopped to say hi.
Now, if you notice, I'm using a piece of sheepskin right now, because there'll be a lot of puddles. And the sheepskin will kind of get it out of the puddles, but it won't overdo it if you don't overuse the sheepskin.
something else to notice is that you were just rubbing in one direction and not scrubbing with your sheepskin.
Yes.
That's what I get in trouble for all the time.
We went over that.
Oh,
too.
did you?
Yes.
Oh, good. Hey, Spectrum. Spectrum wants to learn this technique. Well,
Just watch.
we resisted already. You missed that part of it. That's the ideal part of this technique. Resist.
You have a light coat of oil, and then put on a resist and make sure you get it resisted well, which means you get the whole thing covered.
Next, it goes from a piece of tooling to a piece of art in a matter of one step.
Like I said, just keep wiping till your piece of paper towel doesn't come out black. You're just trying to get excess off.
Well, how come you get to scrub?
Because I'm the boss.
Oh, okay.
Because I said.
My daughter said, how come I can't do it? Because I said so. But why? Because. Well, because why? I can do this circle all day long, sweetheart.
See, now I'm getting there. See what I've got instead of that? Getting there good now.
Gene's all upset about the little bit that's sitting on the gusset on the other side. It's driving her crazy.
Hang on. We're gonna do the other side here in a minute, but I gotta finish this part first.
If you leave it nice and wet, it's not going to do anything weird. You start to wipe it up and then it dries and then you put another coat over the top of it. Now you've created a bigger mess. Nice catch.
Thanks. I played a little baseball.
Yeah?
You didn't know that baseball was my sport. I was pretty good left-hander too.
Yeah? I was a pitcher.
I pitched a time or two, but they got mad at me when I started knocking guys out and stuff.
I didn't throw hard.
So they said, you can't throw anymore. When you're in Little League, they'll put you in a lot of different places.
Yeah, I played first. I played mostly infield. I played some outfield.
Yeah. They put me at shortstop every once in a while.
Sling that ball over to first.
Yeah, and the guy, the first baseman couldn't catch it because I threw sidearm,
Uh-huh.
and it'd always take a hook right before it got to him.
That sounds like his problem. I got it over there close enough, put a glove on it. I can't catch it for you.
Hit him in a bad spot there, right in the
You're
glove.
right in the glove. Yeah, I used to pitch. I didn't throw hard, but I was a junk ball pitcher.
The junk ball pitcher,
Yeah.
huh?
We use Neat Foot oil, and then we use Sheridan RTC Resist from B Natural Leather Craft. Leather Craft? Is that what it is? Yeah. No, Leather Care. B Natural Leather Care.
Okay, that's looking pretty good, I think. What do you think?
I blew a piece of fuzz off it, and I like it better now.
That you blew the fuzz off?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
Sounds just fine to me. Sounds like a hell of a time. Slaps leather as the ball aimlessly rolls by. Yeah. I don't know about this, Billy, but if you go ahead and catch that, it'll be a lot better for both of us. But I did play a lot of first base too. I was pretty good at scooping the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd have been better if we'd had somebody that threw it where I didn't have to scoop it, but
My only problem is I couldn't hit. I could field it well.
yeah, you couldn't hit.
I couldn't hit.
I could always put the ball in play, but I didn't hit the ball hard. I just hit it where they ain't.
I just couldn't hit.
Or I could lay a bunt down. Or I could get hit by a pitch. I was good at getting hit by pitches.
I was afraid those pitchers were just like me.
Oh, I didn't mind to get hit by the ball. Any way to get on base.
I'll tell you what, I've only broken 2 bones in my life, and it was my nose both times. Because I tried to bunt with my face.
Yeah. I mean, I did get my teeth knocked out with the baseball. Both my front teeth are false. Because they got knocked out. Rattlesnake. So I was outfield, so my voice is still like new. It's over here, wasn't it? There, G, you don't have to worry about it now. We got stuff spread all over the side now.
Now I'll get it back on the top again.
Yeah, now he's gonna be mad about that. Just can't make them all happy. I wonder if anything's happened on what's that thing called? Facebook. Meyer jumped over there and he's made a comment on every platform so far. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Dang, we've more than doubled our viewership on Facebook.
What, we got 4 now?
No, we were at 2. We were at 0. Now we're at 2.
We've doubled it.
More
More
than
than
double.
doubled it. Oh boy.
Double a 0 is still 0. All right, Zach. Thanks for checking in for a little bit and commenting. He's got to go back to work. Thanks to Denny and SLC for putting the videos on.
You're welcome.
We do enjoy doing it most of the time. Walked out to retail and you know what somebody said to me? I like your shorts. You kind of look like cotton candy. I said, well, then that was a success. I like that shredded wheat stamp.
Yeah,
A lot.
I do too. I've been using it ever since I made that saddle.
Yeah.
You know, that was the stamp I used on it, and I liked it so well I've been using it a lot.
Just made it a part of your repertoire.
Yeah.
So far, there's a live sale, live shopping tomorrow. I don't know how big big it will be. I need to look and see what our leather rack looks like. We also need to start saving leather for the Crazy Days. I'm not sure what the plan yet for the Crazy Day is. We should probably get something in motion though, because that's only 2 months away.
Life just creeps up, doesn't it? Life is creepy.
It is creepy. And then you die. How'd you burn your leather there?
I was reshaping it with a heat gun after
Oh.
the leather was on there. That won't show though.
No, you'll have
Behind
another
the-
piece. Or your velvet will be there.
Yeah.
You got one more piece inside your Kydex, or is that, or just foam? Over the
No,
Kydex.
there's all the Kydex that I'm going to use. Is all
But no
there.
leather over the top of the Kydex?
No leather over the top, just foam and velvet.
Velvet.
Yeah.
Foam and velvet.
You could write a song about that.
I've never tried my hand at writing a song, but I guess I could try.
You should.
We had ChatGPT write a song for Lockwood Leathercraft. You remember Alex that worked here?
Uh-huh.
He did music
Uh-huh.
producing stuff, and he recorded some sounds in the shop, and he made the music track for the Lockwood Leathercraft song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We need to make one for Springfield Leather. Blake says, watch live shopping. Are you always supposed to dye your leather with after your piece is complete?
No,
you
always,
don't.
always is never.
Yeah, always is never. Good point. The shredded wheat stamp is number 54. I think that was right. Is that what I said?
I believe so.
54. Live shopping is where Liz and I pull leather and we show it to you. It's not going to be regular stock leather. Odd lot type of stuff that we're discontinuing sometimes. We'll tell you about it, what the thickness is, how many square feet it is, describe it a little bit, and then put a price on it, tell you a number to type in to be the first, second, third, fourth, whatever number we call out person to type it in, and then we make you a quote for it. You pay for it, and then we ship it to you. Shipping is free on live shopping most of the time. Just the big day, all day long sales. If you get under 3 items, then you have to pay shipping. But we do on Thursday on Twitch, twitch.tv/Springfield Leather Co. It's also on Facebook, but your chances are better on Twitch. So Liz and I pick out some of the cool odd lot leather that we find, and put it on there. No other customer may have ended up seeing it or getting to see it because you got the only piece of it. William says, if I can make a suggestion before you antique the top, do a side-by-side before and after shot. You can request that. You can also make a suggestion. We can do it right now too. After Denny gets done wiping around on that piece. We stick it. Will you put your butt right here? Your guitar butt right there? And I'll have this one right here. I don't know. Can you look
That's
at
a
the
butt shot right there.
Yeah, a butt and a headshot. I don't know. Does it? Will you look on my computer screen and see if it's showing up on camera?
Yes, it is. Very much so.
There you have it. Does that work out for you, William? Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 o'clock Central. Noon on the West Coast. 1 o'clock in the mountain. I don't know what time it is in the Hawaii time. Or Australia. Bradley never showed up today. He must be sleeping today. Blake, Twitch is fun. It's good. There's lots of crafters on there. If you go to twitch.tv/Springfield Leather Co., it'll take you straight to our page. There's people that are just chatting, and there's other stuff that you can find on there. If you don't want to see it, you can just go straight to our page. There should also be a link to it on our website, straight to our Twitch page. Live shopping is a ridiculously fun time. It's goofy, it's silly. We just do leather, like I said, that you're not going to really find anywhere else. A few other companies also have started to do it. I got the idea like 3.5 years ago. 4 years ago? 4.5 years ago? I don't know when we first did it. Maybe it was 2021. I'd have to go look and see. But my wife was watching this boutique. A boutique in a small town around here. They were selling like clothes or other Western type of wear, and it was the same type of deal. Like you look at it, you type in whatever the code is, and I said, how can I make that work for us? So, and then I dreamed a little bit, thought a little bit, and then we made the dreams a reality. And here we are.
Sounds like a fairy tale.
It was a fairy tale for a while, but then Peter Pan flew off, went back to Never Never Land, left me behind. I don't get to be one of the lost boys. Which is quite a bummer. It would be fun to fly, don't you think? Be able to fly?
You know, my wife keeps saying that. She always says, I always wanted to fly. But that never did interest me for some reason, I guess. I'm happy with both feet on the ground. I guess because I'm clumsy, I fall down a lot. I figure if I was flying, I'd fall out of the sky a lot, and that wouldn't be good.
Thanks, Nick. Blake asked, can you get an antique that doesn't darken the leather but still give you the contrast?
Any of the antique is going to darken your leather. It's going to color your leather to a point, simply because it's you wipe it all off except for everything that's down in the impressions, right? But all the little hair cells that are there are going to collect a little bit of antique,
Yeah.
so it's going to collect a little color
Yeah.
no matter what you do.
Blake says he's a pilot and he loves flying. I need to know, what do you fly commercially, Blake? Do you fly privately? How do you fly? I need to know. That was one thing I wish I would have done, Denny.
You'd be a
was
pilot.
Get my pilot's license.
You still can.
Yeah, I know. I could have flown myself to my sports ball games.
I had a guy, I had one spot open left on the saddle making class, and a guy from the Dallas area called and wants to take it. And I said, well, I said, it's only on Saturdays and it lasts about 13 different Saturdays. He said, that's okay, I'm a pilot, I'll fly up there. So I started telling him about old Roy
Yeah.
from Salt Lake City. And Roy wasn't a pilot, but he paid pilots. But this guy, I guess I don't know. He's supposed to get back with us
Well,
online
you telling me you could even
this
look
week.
look into the downtown airport. That's the smaller airport that's closer than
Yeah.
closer than the other airport.
Is that the one over off of, what is
Pythian,
it? Yeah, yeah.
over there by the recreation softball fields.
Yeah.
Yep. You should tell him that one. That's just a small field. It's still paved, and they got hangars.
Well, he hasn't done anything yet.
Well, I'm just
Supposedly he was going to.
now. It looks like you wanting to be there with you. You searched out airports for him and everything. Then he could just fly his saddle home.
That's right.
You don't got to pay to ship it or nothing. Frank says that the YouTube volume is still messing up, but nobody else seems to have an issue with it. Nick says you can take a very damp paper towel and help wipe off some of the extra if you want to make it a more stark contrast. I think he's maybe been successful with that. Blake says he flies privately, doing his time until he gets enough for an airline. Where are you out of, Blake? You want to come fly to Springfield and fly me to my softball games? We'll have to fly out on Thursday, and then we'll fly out Sunday after the game. One of the most painful places I flew last year was when I went to Penn State. We had to drive 2.5 hours to go back to Pittsburgh because the airport that was there at College Park or State College at Penn State, we couldn't get a flight out commercially, but I bet we could have flown privately.
What, they were just booked up or they didn't have any flights?
They just didn't have a late enough flight out for us. Because we couldn't just fly out in the morning of Saturday. We had to fly out in the afternoon after the game was over. Blake says, what kind of baggage do you normally carry? I have my gear bag, which is right about 48 to 50 pounds. And then I have a carry-on and a garment bag. So all in total with just weight of baggage is probably under 200 pounds. Easy. Hell, it's probably under 100 pounds. Because my clothes are probably only a 20-pound bag, 30-pound bag. No, it's got to be like 20. So that's 68, plus my uniforms in the garment bag. Maybe 85 total pounds. Maybe. Spectrum did a dye test on of the pure white lambskin he got from us. Almost. I weigh, during the season, I'm 150.
Okay. Call that done. I might wipe on it a little bit more later.
We about made an hour and 20 minutes so far.
Yeah.
Nice job, Denny.
Does it look okay?
Yeah. That shredded wheat makes this, whenever you might stamp the wrong direction, easily covered up when you do it the other way, when you fix it.
What are you trying to say?
Well,
There's a couple of spots where I did that.
yeah. That's how you know that it's yours.
Yep.
You
I
can
did
pick
that
out
on-
you can pick out your basket weave.
I pretty much did it on purpose.
Is that what you did?
Yeah.
And then you took pictures of them so if somebody tried to steal it.
Yeah.
It's its anti-theft properties. That's a healthy glob.
Yep, that ought to get it. I always tell everybody, if you're gonna scrimp on something, don't scrimp on antique paste. Because it's mostly a waste anyway, because you wipe the biggest part of it back off, but you don't have enough to get down in all your little
You can't push it down in there.
crevices, yeah.
Push from all sorts of directions. Now it just looks like a big old black guitar.
Yeah. Looks like you ruined it.
I appreciate
And
you
maybe I
finding
did, who knows?
I appreciate Blake finding us and giving us some conversation to have. Otherwise, Denny would be tired of talking to me.
No, I just don't talk to you much.
You, I just don't listen. I don't get tired at all. I don't listen to you. You just don't realize you're talking to yourself, Tony. That's all. This looks like cleaning up after the Exxon Valdez.
Yeah. The little ducks.
Look, cleaning up those ducks. There you go. I bet you could do it. Wipe some Dawn dish soap on a paper towel, and I bet you that'll clean it off better. Blue Dawn. What's happening on Facebook? Let's see. Nothing. Well, back down to 0 viewers. 21 though on YouTube. 12 on Twitch. Then he did come in with a burn. Denny burn.
I did?
Yeah. You said you just don't listen to me.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It's become natural to you. Hurting my feelings, it's of no consequence anymore to you.
that's right. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. I haven't.
Tom Selleck movie when making fun of this guy. It was a Western movie. And they were in the bar and he said something that really pissed him off and the guy stomped out and he said, his buddy said, why do you keep doing that? Why do you make people mad? Why do you keep needling him? And he said, needling people is what I do.
We may have talked about that once on a video before.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about needling, and I said people call me something needle, but not needling people.
Okay.
Ann says, better late than never. Bevel Leathercraft says, coming along beautifully. But Danny said, I remember live shopping when it was Kevin and Rusty, and they were slinging leather on a folding table. That wasn't actually live shopping. What did they call that? KVC instead of QVC?
Yeah, I think so.
Kevin's Value Channel. That was before I was even here. I wasn't here at that time. You got a piece of paper towel. Where's that at? Oh, right. And then right there. One right there.
It'll come off eventually.
I know, but you just keep on rubbing it, and then it keeps on flopping it up on your craft, and it's making me mad watching you. Oop, there's another one. Sorry, I'll forget about it. I'll quit needling you.
Or I'll call you Needle whatever.
Needle nose?
Yeah, old Needle Nose, yeah.
What did you call me? Bone brain. Did you hit that with another piece of shearling? I think that's what you're missing.
Not yet, but I will here in a minute.
I'm feeling kind of puddly.
Puddly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't let me tell you what to do. I'm sorry.
Let's-
You're the expert.
Let's dispuddle this.
Depuddle into our depuddling. We had another guy not too long ago that flew up here just to visit, and he was part of a airplane club. So he didn't have his own plane. He had, like, he paid for whatever the club had, 3 or 4 planes, and so that's, you just paid for the fuel and paid to rent the plane for the
That's
time.
cool.
Yeah. So you don't even really have to own a plane. He lives somewhere in Oklahoma. Would a cloth towel work better than a paper towel? Man,
Sure,
this-
but you use a lot of cloth towels.
That's true. It's a lot more expensive. This quicker picker upper is a lot cheaper than a bag of shop towels.
The towels would be a lot more eco-friendly, I'm sure.
Better for the environment. Wait, I mean, you're still not washing them, are you? I wouldn't wash that in my washing machine.
You could wash it in a tub.
How's that being eco-friendly? Washing that down the drain.
Good point.
I thought Mary Jane would have taught you better than that. What if her sister's watching? Isn't that who it is? Her
Yeah.
sister in Arkansas?
Kathleen. Kathleen, are you on
Hey, holla
board
back.
with us?
Wonder what the fuel cost from Oklahoma? I can't remember where he was at. I want to say Tahlequah, but I don't think that's right.
Okay, one more paper towel and then I'm doing the edges.
Giving up on it, huh?
Well,
You've worried it enough?
that's
How's it look in comparison? This one still looks darker.
does.
Yeah.
Well, it's newer too.
Some of your basket weave still looks puddly.
Okay, let's de-puddle one more time.
Oh yeah, that's the ticket right there. I'm feeling it. Getting that out of the cracks. You know what I think would have... There's only one other job I think that annoys me worse than this. Most people would say it'd be working with you, Tony, but... You ever cocked a bathtub?
Oh,
You try to smooth that dang cock out?
yeah. And
Wears
they've got
you out.
little tools that you can use.
Oh, use those
that
tools.
are worthless.
The best thing is spitting a finger and don't put it on too thick.
Yeah. Wear a rubber glove, a disposable glove.
Yeah.
You don't even have to lick your finger then.
Fuel costs in his plane would be a couple hundred probably, usually less than commercial flights to a small airport. Blake, could we fly from Springfield to... what's the furthest place I gotta go? I gotta go to Orlando, and I gotta go to East Piscataway. That's in New Jersey. I gotta go to Rutgers.
What's the name of it? Piscataway?
Yeah, East Piscataway. But I went to this little restaurant the last time I was there. It was pretty good. I can remember what it was and go back there. And then I drove over to Princeton. You know, the University of Princeton?
Yes, I've heard of it.
It's a...
I wasn't invited to attend.
No, they didn't?
No.
Huh.
Snobs anyway.
Yeah, I usually fly out Thursday and then get home Sunday night. Games are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Chevy says something's getting clipped. airports do, the little airports give you loaner cars. Or like a rental car. Are you talking commercial flights? Yeah, I get a rental car. But there's other people in the crew. I can have them come and get me. I'm not sure what he said that Chevy's clipping, but had to be something good. There you go. I just find that, like, private flying, intriguing. There's a guy in Texas that referees FIFA soccer, and he's a pilot as well. Did you get some on your shirt?
I don't think so.
Is there a point where it gets too dry and you can't wipe it off?
Yeah. You can't just leave it. 'Cause it will dry and cake up. You can still get it off if you wipe hard enough and long enough.
There's
Hi,
a gentleman
Kevin.
here to steal from you again.
Pardon my interruption. That's beautiful, Denny.
Well, thank you.
Do you have one of your class people tool that for you?
Yeah, they did it yesterday while I was gone.
Oh, they did pretty good.
Yeah.
They did this part over here too.
That was one of those 48-hour tooling sessions, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Chevy was saying that it was a bold move of us to talk about bathroom caulking.
Bold move. Yes. Very bold.
Never know what's going to happen here at SLC Live.
Yeah. That's not the worst thing we've ever talked about, is it? I don't know. Describe worse, though.
That's true.
Okay, let me take these gloves off, because I'm going to get it all over me now. Because the gloves are what's transferring everything back and forth. Maybe I can hold on to it with a paper towel.
Yeah. We were making a cordless hole puncher carrier. YouTube shut us off once.
Because we didn't know the proper name for it.
Yeah, I think because we used the word too much, and so then it was, well, I don't think it was the, I think it was the G word that we were using, not the H word. But it's the Price you pay to be as cool as we are. Chevy's on YouTube, G. I'm not sure. His Twitch may have been messing up. I'm not really sure.
All right.
It looks like a guitar case that's now been antiqued and tooled.
Yep. This afternoon, I will give it a coat of top coat of
Leather.
leather sheen. Yes, that's what I'll use.
So you'll just do that. It's just a spray on.
It's just a spray.
How
on.
far away do you hold the can when you spray it?
6, 8, 10 inches.
Don't stay in one spot. Don't puddle up, just like you
Yep.
wouldn't
Yep.
with
Just
spray
paint it.
paint.
Yeah, just paint it.
Spray it like you'd spray paint.
Yeah. But I want to let the antique dry good before I do that.
Chevy's mom got done at the doctor visit, so maybe his Twitch wasn't working well at the doctor visit.
I'll see.
So we'll do that, and then what are we doing on Friday?
Installing hardware.
Putting the hinges on.
Hinges, latches, feet, and I've also got to put a retaining strap on it to hold it open. And then next week, we will put the lining in.
Foam it. You got your foam pieces cut already?
Yeah, I already cut the foam. I figured they didn't need to watch me do that. But
How did you use your Bontex to get your pattern for it? How did you?
yes, I used the Bontex and just made it a bit smaller.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's got to fit inside.
Well, let me jump over to Facebook and see if any questions have come up over there. No, none of them have, and there's still 0 people.
There's still what?
Zero
Zero?
people.
Just brushing its teeth.
Look like you passed through some puddles again. Yep. Brighten her back up, and it will brighten a little bit more too after when you spray
it dries.
when it dries and when you spray your leather sheen on it.
Yeah. Plus the oil overnight will leach inside the leather and it'll lighten up also.
Metal hinges, yes.
Yeah, when Al Stolman did his, he used leather hinges.
Did we end up finding the leather hinges at Weaver?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I didn't need offset hinges because I've
flat.
got flush mounted top and bottom.
Very good. Well, any other insightful things or inspiring things to say?
Nope. Hope you guys have a good couple of days.
Yeah, we'll see you for live shopping if you join live shopping tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Friday at 10 a.m. to continue our guitar case saga.
All right. Sounds wonderful.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.